I'm not playing with you.
You play angry so damn well.
It's just so much. I'm going to have to keep this up.
Oh, what would it look like if we divorced our spouses and got together?
Man, Oval fans, look, I want to be honest here. It's like I said in my episode review for last night's show, but the cliffhanger ending between Eli and Victoria having an affair is probably the biggest thing I've ever seen people talk about on the Oval since, Where's Gail? I'm not going to lie. I literally haven't seen this many people excited. Jeremy, yo, this episode was great. You need to watch it. The ending scene. Oh my God. But yeah, the reason that I feel like it caught so many people off guard. Look, I want to be honest here. I knew this was a thing because the ending of the promo for this episode pretty much showed us something was going on between these two. And then you had the episode synopsis for season 4 being revealed. Pretty much, signaling out that something's happening. Now, here's my thing. Are these two having an affair? Yes. But I'm going to go step out on a limb and say this is probably Eli being a double agent because of the episode synopsis. Season 4, episode 18, No Regrets. We probably won't see this until 2023. Simone tries to warn Eli about the First Lady's mischievous intent, but Eli rebukes her attempt. So, I'm wondering if Simone put Eli up to this, like, hey, what you ought to do is to try to get the seat of power from Hunter, get to Hunter through his wife. Pretend that you're cheating on me with her in order to gain her trust so you can overthrow Hunter together. And then when he's out of the picture, boom, I'm the new First Lady. That's what I'm thinking. I think the best illustration of this from American history is, or at least the example that comes to mind, James Armistead, the slave who was working with George Washington's army, and he became a spy to the British. But then when he was, spying on the British, they were like, yo, why don't we get you to spy on the Americans for us? And he was a double agent, and he was a key factor against Washington winning against General Cornwallis. So, obviously in this situation, there's more affairs going on because back then, James Armistead, even now, black people, we deal with a lot. But back then, the slaves are, the Africans, as they would call them simply, or at least, look, I grew up on Liberty's Kids, that cartoon teaching about history show. So again, Liberty's Kids, let me know in the comments if you remember that show. I got the entire thing on DVD. I still rewatch that show from time to time. It's really good. It holds up well. Or the Negroes will fight for the British in order to gain their freedom because we promised it to them. Yeah, got your ass. But in any case, I'm thinking Eli is probably pulling the double agent role here in order to get power, because in this game, I've had some interesting conversations with people this morning alone. Well, I don't know. I mean, after what Eli knows about Victoria and how she treats her children and whatnot, why would he be involved with her? In this game of absolute power, the ethics and morality have no place in there. It's all about somebody usurping another person. I mean, hell, Victoria, if Eli is indeed playing a role here that, maybe Simone and he came up with, Victoria, she's buying it hook, line, and sinker. In the promo for next week, she straight up says, what do you think it would look like if we both left our spouses and got together? So she definitely has something, for Eli, which makes things very interesting due to the fact that I'm not surprised that Victoria has some men on the side, considering how many people Hunter is messing around with. So it makes you wonder, well, why was she getting on with Sam? Simply because of the fact that he was attractive and available while Eli at the moment couldn't be involved with her? I mean, Eli straight up said, I missed you so much. So obviously their rendezvous aren't all that often. And when they do happen, they're hot and steamy. And keep in mind, this is something that was already pre-planned, which led to Max being suspicious. Because remember, Bobby told Max, yo, tell the VP to get some people to move around to the White House. That way Donald's security detail gets reduced, increasing our chances of going in there to save Lily. But before Max could even say that, Eli was the one that said, hey, I need to go to the White House. Wait, what are you talking about? Yeah, it's 3 a.m. Well, yeah, if I go, I'm only going to, go for like an hour or something. That should give enough time, to move the detail around. And Max is like, okay. Because again, Max is like, wait, what the hell is he going to the White House at 3 a.m. for? What's going on with that? So Max already knows something is up. And Victoria, hoping that something was getting up all right, goes into his office. And hell, she was even flirting with the security detail right there. That, what was it, like the Asian dude and the light-skinned brother. So yeah, she's probably been Sam is probably one of many, employees of the White House that she's been screwing around with, even though they just got to the White House not too long ago. So yeah, well, Sam is probably the first of many more to come. And given the fact that Eli was, Hunter's running mate, I wouldn't be surprised if, Victoria was the one who suggested Eli. Who knows? Because all this guy's a square. He'll just take orders. So, let's add him to the roster. And it could explain why Victoria has such a hatred and disdain for Simone, because she's married to the man that she wants to be with. Who knows? It's one of those things. But that's really all I have to work with right now, because remember, this happened at the tail end of this episode, and the promo only showed us so much. So next week, when the episode gives us a full scene between these two, we might go get more insight into what's going down. So what do you think? Do you think Eli and Victoria are having a genuine affair and they plan to leave their spouses at some point? Or do you think that this was a plan concocted by Simone and possibly Eli as well in order to betray the First Lady to get rid of Hunter so they can take the seats of power? Let me know your thoughts in the comments section below. Like and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next video.